you've got your tissues ready because we're about to meet a woman whose story is so powerful, it's literally changed hundreds of lives. Just watch.
אני מרי נחמיאס, גידלתי 52 ילדים באומנה. ערבים, יהודים, כל ילד שהביאו קיבל את החום מאהבה בדיוק כמו נכדים.
Meet Marie, a Holocaust survivor who has over 100 descendants today. She was born and raised in Tunisia, where life was good until 1942, when World War II reached her doorstep.
בזמן השואה, גרמנים באו, התחילו לאסוף כל הצעירים. אז אבא קנה בקבוקים חומצת מלח. היינו ערב החתונה שלי, היינו 7 כלות. באו ערבים עם הגרמנים לרקוד, לאכול, עשו כיף ואחר כך הלכו. פתאום ב2 בלילה עם גרזינים, שוברים את הדלת. אמר, מה אתם רוצים? הם הרימו את הראש, רוצים את הכלה, ואבא מהר ריסס אותם. אוי אוי אוי, צעקו לשמיים ובורחים. הם ברחו והוא אמר לי, בואי מהר, תעלה עכשיו על הסולם ותברכי מבלוק לבלוק. אז אני קופצת מגג לגג, מגג ונופלת ומגג. עד היום יש לי את הפלטינות. מאותו ערב 7 היו כלות, רק אני ניצלתי.
Marie finally immigrated to Israel in 1950. She faced crippling poverty, but she was able to build a home, raising 8 children along the way. And then something happened to one of her sons that would change her life forever.
ראה את הקצין שלו נופל, אז הוא הלך מהר להגיש עזרה. הוא מטפל בו ואמר לו, שאול, קום, 3 באים אחריך. מכוונים עליך, שאול, קום, אני כבר מת, תעזוב אותי. כשרצה לקום, אז הם נתנו את הכדורים מהגב, יצא לו כל הבטן החוצה. הסתובב עם יד מחזיק, כל הבטן כך מחזיר את המעיים, ועם יד ריסס אותם. אמרתי, אלוהים, יקום לי שאול ויצא לי בריא, ויחזור לי כמו שהיה, אני נעשה כל מצווה שיש עד יום מותי.
And Marie kept her promise. After her son Shaul miraculously recovered, he became a municipal social worker. And one day, an abandoned baby was dropped off at his office.
נלחץ, הרים לי טלפון, אמא, בא אחד ושם לי תינוקת פה, ומה אני לא יודעת, חמה אש תינוקת. מה נעשה, אמא, תסביר לי. מהר עשיתי את התרופות של הסבתות. מהתרופות שלנו הערביות, עד הבוקר הילדה ירד החום, פתחה העיניים, וטיפלתי בה, ונהייתה בובה של ילדה.
After taking in the little girl, Marie understood what her life mission would become: to take in every abandoned child, no matter what its background or medical state.
היה ילד ערבי, בגיל פחות משנה, ונתקע לו בגרון. הילד נשאר צמח. האמא יש לה 2 בנים קטנים, לא יכלה, אז צלצלו אליי. אז ההורים אמרו, מה, יהודיה? אנחנו מפחדים. אמרתי לו, אדוני, הבן שלך נולד רק אחרי 2 חודשים בהיריון, אמר לי 9 חודשים. ואתה 9 חודשים, ואני 9 חודשים. כולנו בני 9 חודשים. כולנו בני אדם וכולם אלוהים ברא אותנו.
Marie quickly became known for opening her home to anyone without a second thought.
יש עיוורת, יש מונגולואיד, יש צליאק, ילדים כאלה לא זורקים בפח. תביאו לי. כשהם יושנים אני סורגת ומוכרת, תופרת וילונות, עד 4 בבוקר, מבשלת. אם אני יושן 2 בלילה, זה יש לי מזל גדול. הכסף שאני עובדת בשביל לתת להם. האוכל מצוין, נקיים, לבית ספר, לגן, כל מה שצריך.
This year, Marie was selected to light a torch at Israel's annual Independence Day celebration, which is considered one of the biggest honors in Israeli society. But prizes mean nothing to the 93-year-old.
נותנים לי תעודה ולפרסים, אומרת אני רוצה את הפרס מלמעלה. היהודים וערבים, נוצרים ודרוזים, ככה נהיה, כולנו יד אחד.
All right, moving on to a more uplifting topic. For me, the best part of traveling is getting to meet new people. Now get this, one Israeli social initiative is making sure that tourists really have the chance to get to know locals when they visit Israel. Check this out.
Have you ever eaten with strangers before? That's what I'm about to do.
Hey!
Hi, Neve.
How are you?
I'm aggressively hungry.
Perfect.
We've never met each other before, but this is something that they actually do on a regular basis.
This is Neve. He's one of the founders of Bet Safta, a unique social dining service that allows Israelis to host tourists in their homes for dinner. Tonight, he's doing the hosting.
It's only a hobby. It's only something that we're doing on our spare time. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
We're also hugging here in Israel. How are you?
Hi.
Nice to meet you. My friend Ori and I thought about creating this platform which connects between travelers and Israelis when they're coming to Israel. There's like nothing more exciting than meeting new friends while traveling. I hope you're excited and hungry.
We're very hungry.
Perfect.
Anyone can sign up to host or be hosted on the Bet Safta website.
If I want to host people, do I also have to be a gourmet cook? Is this about the food?
That's a perfect question, and the answer is no. It's about the people, about the connection. The moment you're putting some beer, some wine on the table, the moment you're a bit like breaking the ice.
People can't remember what the food tastes like anyhow.
Yeah.
I am hungry.
Today, we're sitting down with a couple visiting from Switzerland.
It's interesting, they asked if it was normal for there to be so many dishes in an Israeli meal, and yeah, it is normal. I never actually thought about that.
The first Bet Safta rule is that we're not allowed to sit next to somebody we personally came to the dinner with. That way, we actually get to form new connections.
Second rule, there are no European manners here. So stuff your hand, go crazy, feel free to eat whatever, however. Cheers, l'chaim.
The ice can be hard to break in the beginning, but then you really get to know each other and ask all the questions you don't necessarily get the chance to ask otherwise.
This is a thing to marry rather young, isn't it?
From everywhere you got pressure. It's a thing. Yeah. From your family, from your co-workers, from everybody. It's just
From strangers on the street.
Yeah.
Today.
from our neighbor. She's like,
Sounds
yeah, you should get married. You should have
Where's
kids."
your pram?
It's a really good feeling for me to share my experience as Israeli with someone else, to answer every question he has.
Actually coming here and having an experience like this and meeting normal people, does it change your mind in any way in terms of kind of any preconceptions that you might have had about the country?
I think this kind of experiences show the normalcy of Israel life, and that's what you don't get when you just read newspapers and newspaper headlines.
And it shows how bad our Israeli manners can be sometimes.
The second it hit his plate, he was like,
Boom.
when I saw him waiting, I went like this and I was like, oh wait, we don't do that.
I'll do it.
Well, he said no European rules, but
No European rules.
you always aim to find the real experience or meet real people, not just asking for the right bus stop, but a bit more. We didn't know you eat so elaborately every night.
Yeah, we like to eat well here.
Until today, many of the people who have taken part in a Bet Safta dinner have stayed in contact.
When I'm choosing where to travel, I'm not thinking about the Eiffel Tower or the Red Square in Moscow. I'm thinking about people. I'm thinking about faces, about characters. For me, it feels like the world become closer.
right, now all of the Eurovision contestants had the chance to travel around Israel and get to know the country before their big performances. And many of them were lucky enough to visit the city of Nazareth. Now, it's too bad they didn't get the chance to watch this next video because I got the scoop from some locals on what you can't miss out on when you visit this historical city. This is Nazareth, one of the most diverse and world-famous cities in Israel. It's known as the childhood home of Jesus, the Arab capital of Israel, and it's home to the largest Arab Christian community in all of the country. L'chaim.
These are my friends Ahmed and Muhammad.
نحن أخين ولدنا وجدنا بنصرت.
And today they're going to show us how to experience Nazareth like real locals. Let's do this.
رمضان كريم، كل عام وانتم بخير.
Salam.
السلام عليكم.
This is the home of Saif Eddin Zoabi, one of the first ever Arab Knesset members in Israel. Saif Eddin Zoabi הוא היה סבא שלכם ואבא שלך, נכון? את גדלת כל החיים שלך פה בבית הזה, ואת עדיין גרה פה.
כן.
ואתם באים לאכול.
בימי חייו היה הבית תמיד מלא אורחים, הבית פתוח.
כל יום את קמה כל בוקר שותה קפה,
כן.
וזה מה שאת רואה.
כן.
חיים טובים.
Today, tourists can only visit his home in arranged groups where they're treated to a hearty local meal. But if you're lucky, you can try knocking on the door to see if the former mayor's daughter will let you in for a look, and the chance to travel back in time.
זה הבית ב-1930.
איפה שאנחנו יושבים עכשיו, היו מלא אנשים מאוד חשובים, נכון?
שמעון פרס, גולדה מאיר, יצחק רבין.
גולדה מאיר.
יגאל אלון.
יגאל אלון.
סאדאת, אנואר סאדאת.
Sadat. Basically everybody you wanted to know in the beginning of the state of Israel all together. This is one of the first passports in the state of Israel. History in your hands. Now, it's time for some coffee. למה זה? לרמדאן?
זה רמדאן, כן.
Wow. Nice to meet you. This is one of the oldest and most popular coffee shops in Nazareth. The smell here is inexplicable. Fahum Cafe has been around since 1957, over 60 years, and they serve fresh coffee made right on the spot. Perhaps one of their biggest secrets, which is now no longer a secret, is the fact that they add cardamom into the coffee before they package and then serve it. Wow. כמה אתה שותה ביום? אמרת?
6, 7, 10.
If I drink more than one of these, I am not going to bed tonight. This is the kind of break that you need in the middle of your day trip to Nazareth.
This is Academia di Moda Nazareth.
It is a very good thing that I'm not behind one of these tables. I'm not cut out for this type of work. Too difficult for me. Fashion, don't get it. Now, not many people know this, but this is the only fashion school in all of Israel that teaches courses in Arabic. And get this, the founder and head designer actually won the TV show Project Runway Middle East last year. Just so you guys know, this isn't actually a tourist destination, but you can come here once a year to see a unique fashion show that's put on by the students and displays all of their incredible work. And there's a boutique next door where you can buy whatever you like. We're about to enter where all of the magic happens.
טוב, נטשה, זה המקום הכנפי, הכי טעים בארץ.
Welcome to Heaven on Earth, otherwise known as El Mukhtar Sweets. This is where you come if you want to try the best knafe of your life. Knafe is one of the most popular desserts in Israel and the Arab world. It's essentially a noodle-like pastry that's layered with cheese and then covered with a sweet syrup, and it's awesome. תודה רבה, באמת ממש תודה.
בוא תעזור לחבר'ה. תחזיק על זה לבד.
Abortion policy is at the center of political discussion in the United States nowadays, but it's barely an issue in Israeli news. What does abortion policy look like here in Israel? Here's everything you need to know. Abortion, that's what's on everybody's minds in the United States right now.
It is very unfair to tell me whether or not I should have this child or not.
But where does Israel stand on this issue? In Israel, an estimated 9 out of 1,000 pregnancies end in abortion, which is much less than in most Western countries. 90% of these terminations are conducted before the 12th week of pregnancy. But what do abortion laws look like in the state of Israel, a country where the line between state and religion is often blurred? We're about to break it down. Abortion in Israel is legal as long as it's approved by the government's Pregnancy Termination Committee. But abortions are only approved under the following conditions. 1. The woman's not married. 2. The woman's younger than 18 or older than 40. 3. The pregnancy is a result of a crime such as rape or illegal incest. 4. The child is liable to be born with a physical or mental health defect. And finally, 5. The pregnancy could endanger the life of the mother. In 2016, there were over 18,000 women who requested to terminate their pregnancies here in Israel. About 99% of them were approved by the committee because it's considered a crime to do so otherwise. The most common reason for terminating a pregnancy in Israel is because it's out of wedlock. But what if you're a woman who wants to terminate a pregnancy and you're married? This is where it gets tricky.
The state largely does not approve abortion to women who are married. That's why most women have to lie to the committee in order to have an abortion. Some women will say they committed adultery. Some women will say they have mental problems. All these lies can affect women in case they are getting divorced because everything is fully documented.
48.2% of requests for abortions are from married women in Israel, which poses quite the predicament. Although abortion is largely accessible for most women in Israel, it's still controversial. Iflat is one of the leading organizations that advocates against abortion, and it's known for trying to persuade women not to terminate their pregnancies.
The Iflat organization gives assistance to pregnant women in financial distress who are considering having an abortion against their inner wishes because of the money problems, because of pressure from their boyfriend, father, husband, whatever. Our experience is that the women who have abortions are sorry about it afterwards.
Religious parties are becoming more powerful in the Israeli parliament, many of which believe that abortion is wrong. But no matter how many opposing views exist, is there any chance that Israel could see a reversal of abortion policy take place? Will Israel follow the U.S.? These are questions that have yet to be answered. What's the key to true happiness? Israel may have the answer because it's been ranked as one of the happiest countries in the world. So, check this out. Israel is the 13th most happy country in the world.
Welcome to Tel Aviv.
Wait, but aren't we in constant danger?
Well, that's the thing. You probably wouldn't expect little old war-torn Israel to make it into the top 15 happy countries. I mean, things don't look so good on the news. But here on the ground, the statistics paint a totally different picture. So what makes us so happy? No, guys, it's not the alcohol.
Cheers.
According to the United Nations World Happiness Report, there are 6 main factors that make us smile.
Healthy life expectancy.
Freedom to make life choices.
Trust in the government.
Generosity.
Income.
Social support.
Wait, why is no food included?
Well, actually there is. I'm about to break down why Israelis are apparently so positive about their lives. People over here live for a very long time. Trust me. It's hard to get rid of us. Israelis have the 5th longest life expectancy in the world, with men dropping the ball at 81 and women partying until they're 85. And a lot of it has to do with health. Israel is the 10th most healthy country in the world, and we have the lowest rate of diet-related deaths across the planet. If you were in trouble, do you have relatives or friends that you could count on to help you out? Well, according to the UN Happiness Report, in Israel, the average answer is a big old yes. The Israeli family institution remains very resilient, and apparently there's an overall feeling of solidarity with society in general. Maybe that's why so many people donate to local charities and offer generous help.
תגידי, מה, את סתומה? לא, כפרה עלייך, אין לך מוח בכלל, לא חבל על הרחם שלך, תביאי לעזור לך.
Plus, national identity is very strong in Israel, which could be attributed to the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the fact that everyone is obligated to go to the army. Also, we have hummus and falafel. To all the Israelis out there, this one confused me too. Yes, housing prices are high and salaries are questionable, but Israel does have a stable economy, and a big chunk of the public is benefiting from it. Israelis have a strong public healthcare system, reasonable university tuitions, and no matter how much they're making, they know how to spend it. Just look at the bars here. Are you satisfied with your freedom to choose what you want to do with your life? Well, the stats reveal that in Israel proper, the Israeli public generally doesn't feel like their rights are being encroached. This is a tricky one because with an obligatory military service and a very fine line between religion and state, there are a lot of mixed feelings. But hey, this is the Middle East. Let's be honest, measuring happiness isn't exactly simple. After all, if we had the recipe for it, the world would probably be a much prettier place. The UN Happiness Report doesn't have all of the answers. But no matter how many complaints you may hear from Israelis, the stats actually show that locals are more positive about their lives than they realize. It turns out the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Plus, we have beaches.
Tuspoa, Tel Aviv, look the beach. Look how much everybody enjoy. Look the famous, look. Rich and famous. Madonna.